Good morning. I'm George Fitzpatrick.
And I'm Teo Torres. So we are looking at potential record-breaking high temperatures today.
Is that a jackpot of our own?
No. In my eyes, no. Apparently, Aaron Heft loves it.
Aaron Heft's all over it. She loves it. 6 a.m. Let's go over to Tamara for a little reality check.
In all respect, there's some people that don't want to let go of summer yet. And I'll tell you what, this may be your last hurrah, because I expect today will be the peak of our warmth. And this may potentially be the last day that we actually see 90s for this year. So for those that love that summer feel, get out and enjoy today. We've got hazy skies here across downtown. That's the view from 555 Capitol Mall, and paired appropriately. 55 degrees right now. Winds are calm, and that's why there's that layer of haze or film across our skies. And you'll see that more visibly as the sun comes up in the next hour from now. Winds are going to stay calm throughout the day, northwesterly about 5 to 10. We're looking at mid-70s already by about 10 o'clock this morning, mid-80s on our way towards lunchtime, and destination highs cruising into the lower 90s. Right now, you're waking up to a mild feel. 72 in Placerville, 68 degrees currently if you get out the door in Auburn, and 30 is the number right now in Truckee. You'll notice again that thin layer of haze across our skies. Most of that wildfire smoke will be moving into the foothills later today. I'll have a look at the air quality forecast for you coming up in the next few minutes. It is 6:01. Checking in now with Aaron to see what's happening on the roads.
Yeah, overall the region flowing quite nicely. We do have an odd couple of incidents. This a car versus a tractor. There are parts in the roadway. This is east of Lodi. This happened on Treth Way southbound near East Kettleman Lane. So be aware if that's in your commute, you're going to be seeing that. Other than that, there is an accident in Sacramento. This a sticky area, but not so much right now because of the time of day. If this persists, it's not going to be great. Hit and run, no injuries. Capital City Freeway westbound. Other than that, Tracy Triangle, very sticky this morning, basically over an hour of drive times. There is an accident in the area, but this is not affecting anybody. This is a car into a gate in a parking lot, but red has a circle all around the Tracy Triangle. Take a look at your drive times right now. I-5 to 580, 70 minutes, 28 minutes, 205 to 680 in Sacramento, doing real nice. Back to you.
All right, thank you.
An El Dorado County elementary school principal is going to be making his first court appearance before a judge today.
He's facing a number of serious charges, including cyber crimes against children. Mike Tassell's live in Placerville with an update on this ongoing investigation. Good morning.
Yeah, and good morning. We're live right outside the El Dorado County Jail, where news of an arrest clearly coming as a surprise and shock to a school community and to parents that we spoke with. And that is because, take a look, Boyd Holler, the principal at Pioneer Elementary School, he was arrested this week on suspicion of sending harmful matter to a minor for the purpose of engaging in lewd and lascivious behavior. Now, what's not clear at this point in the investigation is how many children are believed to be victims or where they are from. However, an important update from the superintendent of the Pioneer Union School District telling KCRA 3 that the district attorney has informed him that they have not identified any victims who are students in that district. So what is happening today is that we are told this principal will be making his first court appearance here in El Dorado County. That's set to happen early this afternoon. Live in Placerville, Mike Tassell, KCRA 3 News.
All right, Mike, thank you. The investigation into Holler is ongoing, as we mentioned. There is a dedicated form on the El Dorado County DA's website as well that anybody with information is encouraged to please fill out.
A criminal investigation is now underway after 2 toddlers drowned at a Roseville home. This happened just off of Waterford Glen earlier this month. The 2-year-olds were found unresponsive. They went to the hospital, but they did later die. Officials say that the twins were in foster care. How the drownings happened at this point is not public. Law enforcement in Placer County is handling that investigation, and Sacramento County Child Services is handling the welfare investigation.
To the latest on the war now in Israel as airstrikes continue to pound the Gaza Strip. That includes areas that Israel had previously declared safe zones along the southern area. Fear now rising among more than 2 million Palestinians who had evacuated to those zones as they try to escape the violence. In Gaza, women and children have been sheltering inside hospitals to escape the airstrikes. This as hospitals are seeing a sharp increase in the number of premature babies and need for medication. Food, water, and fuel is running out in Gaza, putting pregnant and postpartum mothers and newborn babies at a greater risk. but humanitarian aid is now on its way to Gaza. Israel making that announcement after President Biden's meeting with leaders yesterday. KCRA 3's Amy Lou is in our Washington newsroom now to detail how the aid will get to where it needs to go.
Well, an initial 20 trucks with basic supplies of food, water, and medicine will enter through the Egypt-Gaza border. President Biden, who returned from his trip to the Middle East overnight, made the request to Israel's prime minister, who agreed to have the deliveries made to the southern Gaza Strip, limited only to civilians, not Hamas militants. The UN will supervise the supplies, with the White House saying it won't start moving until tomorrow at the earliest. The supplies come after conflicting claims over a hospital explosion that killed hundreds, putting immense strain on Gaza's medical system. President Biden says he's working on bringing more aid to the region and Americans and hostages back.
I was very blunt about the need to support getting humanitarian aid to Gaza. Get it to Gaza and do it quickly. But I'm hopeful we can get some Americans out as well of Gaza, and hopefully we can continue to work toward getting other Americans out through other means as well.
And President Biden announced that the U.S. will provide $100 million in humanitarian aid to Gaza. He also plans to ask Congress to give Israel an unprecedented aid package for its defense. In Washington, I'm Amy Lou, KCRA 3 News.
When it comes to that deadly attack on a hospital in Gaza yesterday, President Biden says data from U.S. intelligence agencies say it is highly unlikely that that missile came from Israel. He also said it might not have been deliberate. He said Hamas has launched faulty missiles before. Hamas and Arab leaders continue, though, to blame Israel. Israel has released video as well showing the blast was a rocket misfire from another terrorist group, Islamic Jihad. They also have denied involvement. Well, the president's expected to give an Oval Office address today at around 5 o'clock p.m. our time. It's expected to cover the administration's response and reaction to the deadly attacks by Hamas against Israel. He will also address the ongoing war between Russia and Ukraine and how the U.S. intends to support both regions. We will carry that live right here on KCRA 3.
Now let's go to Stockton, and two teenagers are facing robbery and evasion charges after leading police on a chase. Officers say that they tried to pull the two over near South Airport Way and East 8th Street. Then they led the officers on a short pursuit and then crashed into a fence. Two boys, 14 and 15 years old, were taken into custody. Officers said they did find a replica firearm in that car.
A man wanted in connection to a double murder in Lodi is awaiting extradition to California. Shooting happened Monday night at a home near South Central Avenue and Poplar Street. Police say they worked with the U.S. Marshals to track down this man, Oscar Hernandez, to the state of Missouri, where he was arrested early this morning. Police say Monday they were called out to a neighborhood in Lodi where they found two victims with gunshot wounds. Those victims both later died.
Through a series of investigative interviews and techniques, we were able to identify and locate Mr. Hernandez's vehicle, which we used to track him to Missouri.
Hernandez is now waiting to be brought back here to California. Sutter County deputies are asking for your help to find whoever has been stealing copper wire. Take a good look at these images. Deputies release them of potential suspects in a number of copper theft cases in the city of Sutter. They say whoever has been stealing the wire is also facing vandalism charges for tearing up the ground to get to the wire. If you have any information, if you recognize these individuals, please call the Sutter County Sheriff's Office.
It is a day to celebrate in Roseville today.
Bayside Granite Bay set to dedicate a brand new set of sports fields. KCRA 3's Melanie Wingo is live there, and we can tell what's behind you. It speaks for itself, huh?
Yes, the big green mass behind me. It's quiet now out here at the sports complex, but later today, people will be able to enjoy all that is here and offered by Bayside Granite Bay. This is a practice field, so there are 3 fields in all. 2 practice fields right here, and then across the way here, this is what is called a championship field. All of this happening right here at Bayside Granite Bay in Roseville. Bayside says it decided to build up this new facility based on newly released population estimates from the U.S. Census Bureau showing Placer County is experiencing a population boom, a growth of people under the age of 10 years old. So they felt there weren't enough recreational spaces like this in the community, so they built it up.
We've got all year-round use here at the field. We've got lights for the evening events. As you can see, this turf is like the highest grade turf you can get on the field. We've got 2 practice fields, and this is a championship field that we're on. So it's amazing.
A dedication ceremony happening today at 5:30 p.m. All of this going to take place at 8191 Sierra College Boulevard in Roseville. We're told there will be food trucks, inflatables, games, and everyone in the community is welcome to come out, check it out, get your feet on the turf yourself, and see what it's like. Reporting live in Roseville this morning, Melanie Wingo, KCRA 3 News.
All right, thank you, Melanie. Well, somebody in West Sacramento is waking up a millionaire this morning. Super Lotto Plus ticket worth $18 million was sold at Southport Mart on Jefferson Boulevard. Ticket matched all 5 numbers in the mega number. That's a cash payout of more than $8.5 million. So here are the numbers if you're like scrambling to grab your ticket right now. 12, 16, 29, 31, 44. The mega number is 20.